Welcome back. Today we are looking at the man who essentially taught the world how to play the violin. Meet Arcangelo Corelli. In a world where composers like Bach and Vivaldi were churning out hundreds of concertos like a 17th century musical assembly line, Corelli was the absolute opposite. He was the ultimate perfectionist. He published only 6 official collections of music in his entire life. But those 6 books completely changed the trajectory of Western music. Today we're looking at his masterpiece, the Concerto Grosso in D major, Opus 6, number 1.
Corelli was a superstar in Rome. He lived in the palaces of wealthy cardinals, amassed a massive art collection, and was treated like royalty. But when it came to his own music, he was his own worst critic. He didn't want to just write music. He wanted to create perfect architectural models of sound. He would write a piece, play it at a palace party, and then spend literally years tweaking it, obsessing over the suspensions and the voice leading. In fact, his ultimate collection, the 12 Concerti Grossi, Opus 6, represents a lifetime of work. He spent decades refining them. He was so terrified of putting out something imperfect that he refused to publish them. He died in 1713, and his Opus 6 was published posthumously in 1714. The moment it hit the press, Europe went absolutely wild for it. It became the gold standard. Now, Corelli was usually a very polite and sweet-tempered guy, but he was involved in one of the greatest musical clashes in history. In 1707, a 21-year-old hotshot named George Frederick Handel arrived in Rome. Handel was brilliant, loud, and incredibly arrogant. He wrote a piece for an orchestra that Corelli was conducting, but Handel wrote it in the aggressive, jagged French overture style. Corelli, who was a master of the smooth, elegant Italian style, couldn't get the orchestra to play it the way Handel wanted. Finally, losing his temper, the young Handel literally snatched the violin out of the master's hands to show him how it was done. Corelli, instead of getting mad, gave the most iconic, polite burn in music history. He smiled and said, "My dear Saxon, this music is in the French style, of which I understand nothing." Handel quietly rewrote the piece to fit Corelli's style. So what makes Opus 6 number 1 so special? He popularised a format called the Concerto Grosso. Instead of having one violin soloist playing against a big orchestra, Corelli split the group. You have the concertino, a small group of soloists, and the ripieno, the big group. It operates like a musical conversation, or better yet, a jam band. But here is the coolest part that most people don't know. Baroque music is the original jazz. Corelli didn't write down every single note for the keyboard or lute players. He wrote the bass line and put little numbers underneath it, a system called figured bass. It's literally the 1700s version of a jazz lead sheet. The players were expected to look at those numbers and improvise the chords on the spot. So, when you hear the gorgeous largo of this concerto, you are listening to a framework that was meant to be jammed over.
Corelli's music has been described as a sonic balm. It has an architectural perfection that makes you feel like everything in the universe is exactly where it belongs. In a chaotic world, listening to this concerto is like cleaning up your mental room. Check the link in the description to hear the legendary recording by the English Concert, which captures that perfect improvisational balance. This is day 8 of our 365-day challenge. If you are enjoying this daily habit of musical discovery, hit that subscribe button and I will see you tomorrow.